to be a Vlogmas video, but also a tag video. So a tag, but it'll be one of my Vlogmas videos. This is the end of the book year tag, and I was tagged by Brian from Bookish. Thank you, Brian. My Twitter buddy, or I see him on Twitter. And yeah, so let's get to it. So the first question, and it was created by Ariel Bissett, the big booktuber. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Well, yes, the ones that I'm in the middle of, and I have them right here. The first one is Ellie Smith's Autumn, which is going well. A very interesting book. And I'll talk more about these, in other videos, I think. And then I'm reading Pinocchio, and I did actually go and quickly buy this book. But I decided I prefer the ebook translation of Pinocchio better than this one. I really don't care for this translation. But I'm still glad I have the book because it has all the sort of peripheral information. It has an introduction. It was the same lady who did the translation, so I'm not so sure about that. But it'll still have some background information. For example, the fact that Pinocchio was published in 1883 and Alice in Wonderland was published in 1865. Interesting. So yeah, this one has illustrations, but I much prefer the illustrations that are in the ebook too. It's an older translation, but anyway, so I've been reading Pinocchio, and then so the one book that stalled a little bit because of the other book, but I'm still enjoying it, is Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead. What an interesting book. Interesting. This lady's life in these little cabins, and not very far in, but a sort of strange isolated life, and then she has a connection to astrology, which is interesting. So, and I enjoyed the writing. It's sort of, I like it. It's good. I'm not very far in though. And then the last one that I just kind of picked off my bookshelf during my bookshelf tours, and Sonia, enthusiastic reader, said it was good, so I am racing through, for me, not really racing, but it's a fairly quick read. Karen Armstrong's The Spiral Staircase, gifted to me by John David. So thank you very much. A while ago. This is a while ago. I'm pretty sure it was from, that's how I got this book. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So thank you, John. I'm enjoying it. It's my how to deal with the Daniel Deronda hangover book, because it has a connection to the spiritual, but it's sort of like coming out of that realm. And it's kind of reminding me of one of my major beefs maybe with Deronda, which was, well, but I won't talk about that here. And she's a smart lady for sure, and she writes really well. And I've never read anything else by Karen Armstrong, but maybe I will after reading this memoir. So thank you, Sonia, for reminding me that this is a good book. It's actually nonfiction. I'm reading nonfiction. So yeah. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? Well, we're beyond autumn, so, but I am reading autumn. And then after autumn, I will read winter. And then these are two books that I just picked off my shelves because they remind me of what they're more like winter reads. So this one is sort of speaking to me mainly because of just the wintry cover, and also because I think it'll be an easy, quick, cozy read. That overused term. So I might pick up this one soon. And then the other one that's sort of calling to me in terms of winter reads is Dr. Zhivago. So those are my two more like winter reads. We'll see. We'll see if they happen. I don't really have a new release that I'm waiting for. I'm more like a backlist person, even way back. 3 books you want to read before the end of the year. Well, I've already kind of talked about that. And, that'll be fine. I'm not quite sure how I'm doing with my challenge. In my book reads, my Goodreads challenge was 52 books, and I'm a little bit behind. I'm also listening to an audiobook, but I'm not going to be too upset if I don't make it. I'm reminded of another video that I just watched by Amy at the Dusty Bookshelf about thinking about the role of Goodreads in our reading, and it was sort of food for thought. So yeah, I don't really have a clear answer to that. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? I'm a little bit doubtful. I mean, I think these will all be good reads, and I've had a lot of good reads, but I don't think anything will supplant. I mean, I think Deronda's going to be up there, and I just finished that one. And there are a couple of, I mean, I'm not going to have like a best. I think I'm going to have a group of a group of best books. And I don't, and so some of these might be within that group, but I'm not entirely sure how many, if any, will be in that group of the best. But I mean, this is pretty good. So we'll see. In terms of plans for 2021, that's interesting because I am sort of thinking about it. I'm sure we all are. Do I want to focus on fewer but longer? Or do I just want to do mood reading? Do I want to read a lot and just sort of dip into a lot of things and find out the ones I really like? And my reading is so kind of dependent on whether I'm teaching or not. Like right now I'm not teaching and I'm kind of, it's a different mode of existence, so to speak. And so, and I don't necessarily read a lot more because I have to get better at that. I mean, I probably am. When I'm teaching, it's just hard. So yeah, stay tuned for that one, I would say. And yeah, so that's this short tag, and I'm going to tag a couple. Who did I want to tag? I have Cynthia at the Book Whimsy, a new channel for me, and I've been watching her videos a little bit. And then Amy at Zoe Beck. I'm going to tag you to do this if you would like, and of course anyone else who would like to do this tag. I know it's been around, so you know a lot of people have already done it. And yeah, I will maybe embed this tag into a Vlogmas type video. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay, let's go for a little look-see. Oh, look, he was in the igloo. Oh my gosh, the sky is amazing, guys. I love it. It's like very cloudy. Look at that. I love that. With the trees. I'm just a little obsessed. I'm going to sit in my chair here. Hopefully it's not too wet. Very wet. So I'm an old lady, Lily. Yeah, with joint issues. My joints are hurting. We just got back from Kroger. It's about 1 o'clock on Saturday. And let me see your eye. Is there something in your eye? Hi. Mr. T wants some loving. Yeah, hi baby. How's it going? Handsome fellow. Yeah, I've never really sort of told the story how we got them all. Well, so Lily was complete. We weren't even thinking of getting a cat when we got her. We were taking my beloved cat George. I'll insert a picture at some point. I just love George so much. He was such a weird cat. Anyway, complete orange marmalade cat. Like a more, like Mr. T is the reincarnation of George, and he's more diluted. He's diluted orange, and he actually came into our lives just almost to the day when George passed. So kind of like, but he's very different from George. Anyway, enough about George. And George had teeth issues, so we had to take him to the vet. He actually had an operation where they removed 9 of his teeth. Poor fellow. Oh gosh, his face was never quite the same. But then, so one day, it was in the summer, I think 2015 or 16. I think 15, no, 16. And then, so she was a beautiful, cute little kitten, like 8 weeks old. I will insert pictures. Sitting in this huge cage, all by herself. And she was just so cute and so, like, friendly and playful. She didn't look sad at all. She's like, oh, I'm having a final time. I'm gonna play and be cute and adorable. She was tiny, you know, very, very cute and tiny kitten. And I just thought, okay, we have to have her. And she didn't have a name, and the name Lily with 1 L for some reason, like the flower, I guess, just came to me that she's Lily. And it kind of stuck straight away. But unlike with the black cats, who I'll tell their story another time, we had a harder time naming them, but she was always Lily from when I was at the vet, when I just first seen her and fall in love with her, because she's so cute. She's cute now, but as a kitten she was even cuter. Now she's Of course, the issue is she's well nourished, but she's still pretty cute. And that's the story of how we got Lily. I'm gonna stop right here. Hope everyone's doing well. Bye.